a.k.a. Welcome to my kitchen once more. So today I'm sharing with you how I made this delicious Domedo, which is grilled pork. If you are here for the first time, or you are here the second or third or whatever time, please click on the subscribe button if you haven't done so. It really helps this channel to grow for others to see the good things we have here. All right, so let's get straight into it. I hope you have pulled up your chair and you're sitting tight. So for the grilled pork, which we call Domedo in Ghana, I'm using pork shoulder, this fine pork shoulder. And I'm using natural spices as always. I'm using some Kebab powder, which is also known as Suya spice. This is all natural. I'm using some 7-spice blend, which contains Wediaba and Wintia, black pepper, Aniseed, 7 spices. I'm also using a cayenne pepper mix for kelewele. It also contains a bit of the Wediaba and Wintia. The Wediaba is called the Calabash nutmeg, then the Wintia is called the African pepper. And I'm using some of the green chili sauce I made some time back. Please check previous videos, and also the green seasoning I have recommended on here before. So, and some salt to taste. So everything was just put together so easily because I had these things to hand. Spices in the cupboard, green seasoning in the fridge, and grilled and the green chili sauce also in the fridge. All right. So if you have made these green chili sauce and the green seasoning, this is one of the ways you can use it to make a delicious meal. Okay, we are on to something here. So if you're following this channel, don't forget to subscribe and become part of this family. So yes, I mixed everything together to turn it into a seasoning wrap, and then I added a bit of oil. Okay, so I was really thinking about this. I didn't want to add oil initially, although adding oil to your seasoning wrap really helps to bind it together and for it to stick to your meat, chicken, or whatever you're using it for. But because there is a bit of fat in the pork, I was a little bit wary. I was like, I don't want to add any oil. But in the end, I did. So when you're adding oil, please be mindful so that you don't have too much oil in your seasoning mix or wrap. Okay, so I got everything mixed together nicely, ready to wrap my pork shoulder to make this delicious Domedo. So I bought the pork shoulder already deboned from the butchers, and they have put all the layers together using the string. Taking the string off before cooking will let everything fall apart, really, and I didn't want that to happen because you want the layers to be together so that the meat cooks and is still moist. Okay, if you love moist chicken, moist meat, I would say do it this way. So to help the seasoning go inside properly, I opened it up and then I pushed the seasoning into the spaces. Okay, so you've got to do the same and make sure everywhere, the seasoning enter everywhere. Let me go my African style. It enter well. Are there any Nigerians on here? We love how you guys talk. Yeah, make sure it enters well, and make sure you wrap the whole thing, massage the pork shoulder, massage it, and make sure it is having a good wrap of this seasoning. That is exactly what I did. So massage it well, oh. Don't let any seasoning go to waste, okay? look at this beautiful piece of meat. So once it was ready, I went ahead to cook it straight away, but this can be left overnight or for some good couple of hours for it to get well seasoned. But cooking it straight away too, it was okay. So it went into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, 180 to 200 degrees Celsius is good, and it baked for about 40 minutes, and then I took it out and then I basted the pork in its own juices and oil. All right, look how beautiful this piece of meat looks. It looked juicy, and it was juicy. My original plan was to cut it up into pieces, sprinkle some more Suya pepper or Kebab powder over it, and put it back in the oven and let it dry up. But that didn't happen, because at this stage it was nice and juicy. The aroma had just called everybody in the house to come into the kitchen. So yeah, they were like, can I have a taste? They could not resist. So what I did instead was to cut up the string, to open it up and to be able to cut it up into tiny pieces. So into bite sizes. And so after doing that, I realized that it was medium to well done. It was nice and juicy, and we love our meat to be nice and juicy, and it was soft too. So we just thought, you know what, we are not going to dry this up again. We are just going to let it soak up in its the basting juices, mix it up with the rub that had turned into a beautiful sauce. And what I did next was to cover it up with cling film, because at this stage we were waiting for our potatoes and carrots to finish baking. All right, so this meat was delicious. I hope you'll be trying this delicious Domedo. Just look at this. I know you cannot resist. Seriously, even doing this voiceover, I'm like, I need to cook this again. So everything is really easy to put together if you have my green seasoning already available, if you have the spices already available. If you do not have any of those available, you can still create them as on the go, as and when you need to use it. Okay, but it makes your life is just so easy when you have everything pre-hand. All right, I will list all the spices that I used in the description box, so you can also have a look and create your own seasoning wrap. Use it. If you do not have the spices I used, you can use a similar one, and I'm sure it will come out as delicious as ours turned out to be. So just look at it. We cut it up into bite sizes, ready for us to, munch on. And it was delicious, nice and juicy and soft. To maintain the juiciness whilst we're waiting for the other things to cook, I covered it up with aluminium foil. Unfortunately, I did not record that bit. If you have enjoyed this recipe and you think you're going to cook it, recreate it, please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. It really helps my channel to grow, and it really encourages me to bring some more recipes. I love sharing my recipes either way. I will continue sharing it, but you showing your love will just do some wonders for me. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this recipe, and you're going to just like and share with friends, and enjoy a happy time together. So we made some potato wedges and some carrots. These carrots were baked with some red onions and garlic, with a bit of the green seasoning, actually the mix for the pork that was left over. I just added a bit and put it in the oven, and it was delicious. Unfortunately, I did not record that bit. I was just like, why didn't I? But anyway, hopefully one day I will bring that to you as well. So This was delicious, and I hope you will also be able to recreate it for your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like. See you in my next video.